Family, peace, 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 peace. Alright, so I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do know and get your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. And so today's video is pretty much about your happiness is more important than that relationship. Okay. I had got this actually from watching Tia Maui, I think her name is, Tia and Tamara from Sister Sister, and she was talking about pretty much like her divorce, and she was on Huda, and she was on Huda show. I don't know the other lady name, but she was on Huda show, and he was asking her questions like, how did she know like the divorce was what she wanted, right? And she pretty much goes on and says she started doing the work on herself. She started, looking at her being a woman and how she's, how us women, like we tend to be there for everybody else, our family, our significant others, our children, but oftentimes we not being there for ourselves. And she started talking about, self-love and all these different things. So I'm going to take you guys back about 2018, right? So I was in this relationship, and me and a person at the time, we was together for about 5 years, I want to say, or four and a half years, right? And a lot of times you got to be mindful of what you ask for, right? Because I told you guys, I used to have these epiphanies when I would go in the bathroom, even way before the guy who I was in a relationship with, even before I met him. And so, and basically the epiphanies would be, I know I didn't come here for this, right? And what this was, it was me working for somebody else. It was me going through experiencing anxiety, depression. It was me looking for things to fill my void and still feeling unfulfilled. It was all these different things. It was me not speaking up for myself, me allowing people to say whatever it is that they wanted, and I was sick and tired, and I wanted something better. I didn't know what that better was going to look like. Only thing I knew was, and it was a knowing, right? It was like, I know I ain't come here for this. I wasn't asking, like, I would just go in the bathroom and I would have these moments, like the bathroom would be dark, right? And I go in there, I'm using the bathroom, and as I'm getting up, I'm just like, I know I didn't come here for this. Experiencing depression, experiencing anxiety. Like, I knew it was something else that I came here to do. At that time, I didn't know exactly what it was. And going through all of that, and I remember I was, watching videos upon videos, and this probably took place 2018. I started watching like all these different videos. One video in particular was Rapper B.O.B. And he basically was talking about, spirituality. But prior to that, when I was on pills, right, because of the experience with the anxiety, I had went to a psych, right, so she could give me medication. I explained to her like what I was going through, how I was feeling. And at that time, I just came across Dr. Sebi. Started doing research because I was looking for an alternative remedy, an alternative route. I wanted something that was, non-addictive. I wanted something that wasn't, medicine, right? Like medicine, but from Gaia. And I told you guys in previous videos, I grew up hearing my father say, we don't do medicine, okay? Although he would have this little pink bottle they got from the doctor's office, but I never seen like pills that you get from the corner store like in my daddy's house. So fast forward, all of that happened, and I got into this relationship. And I believe certain things happen and we are able to receive certain messages from the universe, like when we are in that space and we are receptive to it. And so I was listening to Rapper B.O.B. talking about all these different things, and I started detoxing. I started detoxing from what I was eating, and I'm about to start detoxing again. I started detoxing from what I was eating, detoxing from what I was watching, detoxing what I was listening to. I started detoxing. I've always been pretty much like a person that was eager to evolve, like to learn, right? And that's why I joined different religions, because I always was looking to evolve myself. And at that time, I didn't know, like, you know, well, I'm joining this, joining that, but it was to evolve. And certain avenues we have to go through life to see that this perhaps isn't for us, right? Like certain things we go through, and it's not like to be like, well, damn, I went through this, and you know, look how these people was when I was a part of religion. It's not for that. It's for you to get the lesson and see that certain things don't work for you, right? So fast forward, I was in this relationship for about 4.5 at this time. Me and the person was together altogether like for five years, right? And when you start saying you gonna do the work on yourself, you gotta be mindful. Like it may cost you some things. It may cost you your family. It may cost you your friends. It may cost you your significant other, because it's like the glue that bonded y'all together. That same glue, it may, you know, separate y'all. And so what happened was, I knew the relationship was over. And it wasn't no bad blood. It was like my spirit knew the relationship was over, but my inner child still wanted to entertain it. My ego still wanted to entertain it, because I started thinking like at this time I had 4 children, 2 children by, you know, my ex. And I started thinking like, you know, I got 4 children and, you know, all these different things. But then I started thinking about my happiness. And what you have to understand is your happiness, it should trump anything that is not serving you. Let me say it again. Your happiness, it should trump anything that's not serving you. And so, you know, I didn't understand like what was going on with me. I just knew I wanted better, right? Like I would invest into like all these different programs, whether it was with Bob Proctor, whether it was with Dean Graziosi, I think that's how you pronounce Dean's name, right? With Lisa Nichols. Like I would invest into all these programs because I wanted better. I wanted more. I wanted to get something different than what I was previously getting. And so the guy who I was with, he probably felt like, you know, I was pulling away or whatever it was, but it wasn't nothing personal. And I remember even one time I was like, he wanted, I guess, to spend time, and I was like, no, you know, because I invested into, it was Dean Graziosi program, and basically it talked about flipping houses. And I was like, you know what, I want to, you know, study for this program, whatever, because I want our children to have a different lifestyle growing up than what we had. And I remember that, you know, us having that, you know, that conversation like as if it was yesterday. And so the reason I want to do this video is because you may think like, well, if I give up this relationship, you know, I'm not going to get something better. You are going to get something better. When you're doing the work on yourself, your whole outer world is going to evolve with you. Like you evolving your outer world, and remember, when you change, everything else changes. Okay? Your environment, the people that you used to hang around, even from the supermarkets and the places that you go now, like all of that is going to change because you have changed. So I want to encourage the person that has the children with, you know, this person, and you're like, well, I don't want to leave because I don't feel like I'm going to get somebody better. You're going to get somebody better because you're becoming better. I want to encourage the person that's like, I don't want to break it off with this person, even though you know you have outgrown the relationship, even though you know that that relationship is not conducive is not conducive to your growth. Like, even though you know that y'all would be better off, you know, not together, right? And I know sometimes is scary because, you know, we have all this chatter that's saying, no, stay in a relationship, how you gonna make it financially, how you gonna do this, and how you gonna do that. I'm here to say, the universe always makes a way. The universe always makes a way when you follow your heart. And so with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this. I love you guys. I'm really about to do a detox. And I'm afraid to do it, but you know, so you may see a few videos coming soon about me detoxing my body and eating mainly fruits and stuff like that. And I'll talk to you guys about that later. But I see you guys later. Make sure you're rocking out, believing in yourself. Make sure you're fucking with you. And always know to follow your heart. Because when you follow your heart, I don't know if I got this from Ralph Smart or from the Alchemist book. When you follow your heart, the universe is going to make sure things work in your favor. And with that being said,